So let's get into it. Game number 2. Can Boom equalize and find themselves a much-needed win here in the group stage? Or is it going to be Gaimin Gladiators taking the 2-0? Let's find out as we jump into the second game.
Nothing too crazy happened at the start. Just a couple of fairly standard smokes. Gaimin are splitting up a little bit. And looks like they've got even the Faceless Void going out to place a ward for himself. And... Alright. Yopaj with the sneaky obs on the high ground.
Do love a good sneaky obs.
Always good.
Planted. Gonna give him the vision. Yep. Any hooks coming out early on? I would have thought only for the rune, right?
Yeah. It's probably about it. Might try. They could get a hook. There's this possibility. Jackie's already got it skilled, so do need to respect that if you're Gaimin. It is double melee strength against Undying, but you know, maybe
Jesus, look at Tofu here.
Maybe Marcy being Marcy is.
Boots.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Even if he gets hooked, Ace should be able to run over and just give him a rebound target.
The battle begins.
Yeah, Hero's insanely fast as well. 360 movement speed with boots. Very, very quick.
Oh, he tried to stick Scam on the
tries
clip.
for it. So close,
Oh,
actually.
man, that
so
was close.
I can't believe he didn't get up
That's crazy, yeah. Okay.
Looked like it should have worked, but not quite getting the distance on the dispos there. But Scam not realizing how close he got to...
Is that worth
an oopsie
though?
whoopsie.
Is it worth it to have... It's like, even if you do throw him up there, he's just going to TP down, right? So unless you then immediately kill him after that, it's... Oh, well, it was cute. I don't think it's going to affect their laning stage too much.
First point and dispos? Nah, not a big deal. Not exactly much kill potential between these two heroes anyways. But yeah, Scam just going to be annoying the hell out of Ace in this lane, just chasing him down. He's got the decay, he's got the right click damage. Very, very tricky for Ace to actually lane into this.
Yeah, Tofu's already on the shenanigans. Block both camps and make his way through with the creep drag.
The Pied Piper, though. Scam's going to do his best to kind of mess with this here, but he's only going to be able to grab the one range creep, so Ace going to be able to scoop that one without any real difficulty, and Tofu is able to reset the lane. Meanwhile, over towards the middle lane, we have Yopaj laning versus Boom.
Yeah, quite good for the Tiny early on, especially with his base damage. Storm Spirit can still get CS just fine with the Remnant. It's not a crazy interesting lane. I think the kill threat is pretty much all going Tiny's way. I don't think it's not very easy for Storm to chip the Tiny all the way down to the point where you can kill him off early on. Tiny's just a beefy boy.
That he is, yeah, that he is. And over at tops, we have Timt and FBZ on the Mars and the Hoodwink, laning up against Dratcho and Celery on the Faceless Void and the Enchantress. Probably very unlikely to get any kills in the top lane for Gaimin, but certainly good at putting the pressure on. We'll see if Boom can set up for any kills themselves here, because that's kind of what they need to look for.
Yeah, I think the only point that they might have some kill potential is once they get start getting some of the bigger creeps up. But before then, yeah, not a whole lot of potential. Maybe some turnaround, like if they, if Boom whiff the execution and you get the time dilation on you and you're just getting clicked by impetus shots. Other than that, should be fine.
Yeah, I think it's all going to be okay. So what are the biggest timings we're looking for in this game?
Well, Blink Daggers for Boom. Blink Dagger for Yopaj, Blink Dagger for FBZ. On the side of Gaimin, a little bit more up in the air. I think they can afford to chill a bit more. It does look like Ace is going to go for a Wraith Pact here. And not even necessarily an item timing, but the first couple of Primal Splits, always going to be important. Just set the tempo for the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Always a good indicator of how well a team's going to do, judging by how much they get done with this first split. Jackie getting dragged back into an entire creep wave here. Doesn't have the flesh heap. Could be in some real trouble. There's a lot of damage coming through from Tofu and Ace, but my god, they just turn around. Scam smashing in this poor Marcy. She has to take a step back as Undying arrives, but it's first blood in the top lane. Sorry, Observer, as yeah, they're going to get the kill onto Celery.
This
Radiant's courier.
is what they need. This is what the FBZ Mars pick is about. Just give him a good lane, and he will be able to carry you to victory, ideally. There's a big difference between the offlaners right now. Ace has all of 9 CS, and FBZ sitting pretty up at 21.
Yeah, FPZ definitely having a good time on this Mars so far. We'll see how much damage he can get done in the mid lane. Of course, very hard to turn this advantage into kills, especially on this game. Like, even if it was a normal patch for Mars, I'd say it's still kind of a hard Mars game. Jumping in and getting those spearbacks is going to be very difficult on these heroes.
Yeah, not easy. And Dratcho's just been sitting here with his Quelling Blade, cutting down trees the whole time, so the bushwhack from Tim's is a bit tricky. I think he intentionally left like one tree, and then Tim's tried to go for it, and he just cut the last one down. So they're making this one hard.
Very nice. Yeah, just messing them up. FBZ taking some heavy hits up here. They're going to have the damage to bring him down. Down goes the Mars. Gaimin, slow him down and just take chunks out of the poor Mars. That's going to be a big, big death.
Yeah, dang, getting that done with an Alpha Wolf. Pretty impressive. Didn't think they had that much kill potential up here, but there you go. And
there you go. Tofu just doing that annoying gameplay thing where you just throw your enemy support into the hard camp and let them take a ton of damage from it.
yeah, just trying to spoon feed as much experience over to Ace as humanly possible. The faster they get this level 6, the faster they can maybe make a rotation with Celery and try and kick the Pudge out of bottom lane. Would definitely be nice, but not going to be that easy. You know, Jackie is going to go for this Vanguard. Boom, not quite level 6 at mid just yet. Maybe a small opportunity for the side of BetBoom Esports, but I think both sides just looking for the 600 rune as everybody comes mid. 6 heroes mid lane.
Wow. Absolute brawl in the middle lane right now, and it's Yopaj who is going to be able to bottle up the DD, so he's going to be happy with that one.
Everyone's looking for one another's wards. The Radiant Obs, turns out it's over on the Dire high ground, so I don't think they're going to find that one for a little while. Scam managing to sneak in there.
Yep, managing to get past the sentries.
Dire's
Find
top
the
tower
deep
is
vision.
under attack.
Yeah, DD from Yopaj, you know, could potentially turn into something, obviously not like the big impact rune, like a haste rune or something, but if anyone steps up too far forward, they can be punished.
So they're wrapping an FBZ at top, but he does have a ward in the river, so he knows that this is going on and able to just back all the way up. Means that he's not getting any farm in the interim, and Seller coming in here and scouting out some of the stack. He might be dead now, though.
Yeah, I think so. Spear's going to follow up as well. A lot of damage onto the Enchantress. God's Rebuke finishes the job, and Celery will go down.
Yeah. Making sure to give that one to FBZ. He's gotten a lot of small items to start, so it is going to take a while to get into the Blink Dagger with a double Bracer and a Falcon Blade. And yeah, Ace has just been completely relying on the Tranquil Boots to keep himself sustained at bottom. We do have Yopaj TPing and looking for him.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. The double damage is there. The right clicks come in with the toss. Ace goes down. That's going to be a dead Brewmaster. Boom. Setting up very, very nicely into the second game.
Yeah, good clean rotation. The Pudge just getting the lane pushed all the way under his tower, so he's nice and safe to farm there. And tricky for Gaimin to kind of find their first rotation. They don't want to go down to the Brewmaster's lane until he's got level 6. So I think for now it's just kind of everybody hit the farm, try and grab a couple of levels. A little worrying for Tofu that he's still only level 2. I mean, he'll get the tome eventually.
Barrel forward onto Tim's, but nice little bushwhack to hold back Tofu and
sick.
Boom. But Boom's still chasing. Yeah, he's still
That's
looking
all the
for
mana on the Storm Spirit. FBC's coming
I wonder
over.
if they can punish. Yeah, they're realizing they need to go for Boom here. Oh, they don't have the push. They got the spear, though. FBZ finds him. Very nicely done. And now Boom, he's in a whole world of hurt. Can Roshan deny him? Nope, Roshan will not oblige. And now it's going to be Scam getting the kill onto the Storm Spirit.
As soon as that bushwhack lands, I think they just gotta they got to give up. It sucks because you're telling yourself, the squirrel should be a free kill. Not so.
Yeah, but sometimes you see that tail, it's hypnotic. You just can't help but try and go for it. But alas, lures them into their demise.
Well,
Beautiful little spear from FBZ as well.
Yeah, things looking good for Boom across the map. All three of their beefy cores farming well. Ace very much shut down. And really it feels like the only play that they've got is to try and get these levels up, get the 6 on the Brewmaster, and then try and use that to punch through.
Celery is being so goddamn annoying to scam
he's
right
being a
here. Centaur is just like, hey, mister. Hey, mister.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You don't want to run over here and like try and deal with Celery. So he's just gonna keep doing his thing. Oh no, the courier from Scam, it came back.
Radiant's courier.
It's dead.
Scam, why? It's being bullied by this Enchantress. Celery going to be able to refresh Centaur by getting a new one. I'm sure Scam will be thrilled about that.
So, quiet early game, but maybe not the end of the world for Gaimin. Okay, now the Primal Split going to get used at bottom.
Yeah, Jackie could be in a bit of trouble here as Gaimin committing very hard to this play, but another great bushwhack coming out from Tim's. Jackie tanky for now, but when the Flesh Heap runs out, could he be vulnerable? Yes, he is. They will take him down, but they have traded Celery for it. FBC throwing down the arena as Jiracho drops a Chrono down onto Scam. They just want to take down this Undying before he can get off too many stacks of Decay, but they might be a little too late. What can they do? Jump in from Boom, throws in the damage with the Static Remnant and the Overload, gets the kill there, but gets tossed off himself. Will have to back himself away. Out of mana now, but out of danger. Or is he as they throw Yopaj back into him? Oh dear. Boom goes down. Yopaj still survives for the time being, but as the damage comes in, he will drop. GG, they do have the damage, and they will get themselves this area. But Boom are not done yet. They're still sticking around the area. A spear going to connect. Oh, just missing onto Jirachi there. Didn't pin him to the tree. And that was a combination we were talking about earlier. Jackie's back into the fight, but I'm not sure what he can really do here.
10 heroes bottom lane. How many stuns did that Centaur get off? I think he got to press Hoof Stomp 3 times on Celery. It was a little bit insane. And tons of damage dealt, but there is a lot of HP across the board on both teams. So, and ends up being, I think, slightly Gaimin favored. They take down 2 cores, pause 1 and pause 2. They only lose their mid out of the core exchanges. But they don't progress on the map, really. It's just back to farming until the next Primal Split's off cooldown.
Yeah, pretty much. Chill time. But Gaimin, they say no chill. We want to play. We've got a Storm Spirit. He's ready to do some Dota.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. They see Scam in the river. They might just go for the softer target, but...
looks like Boom wants Tim, so he wants to start onto the Squirrel here. And going to be able to do exactly that. Tim's, though, moves across to the sidelines, gets a bushwhack off. Tofu going to miss with the rebound here. And once again, Boom overcommitting to the kill here. Or isn't overcommitting, actually. There's no one TPing in here from Boom, so they will just be able to get the kill. Boom kills Tim's.
Ace.
I was worried there. I was really worried they were going to TP heroes across, but they were going for a play on top lane onto Ace, so...
Yeah, it's the Blink Dagger reveal for Yopaj. And they're looking for another one. Scam with the immediate smoke up. Actually going to try and backstab at mid, and Jackie just TPs in. No cares in the world. Absolutely no hesitation. Know that they do not have the damage to bring him down.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah. If they went on him, the rest of the team was wrapping across, so they would have been able to punish really, really heavily for that. So Gaimin, they definitely don't get too enticed by the option there, and they stay disciplined.
Yeah, Boom are doing a good job of exerting themselves on the map and finding these opportunities, using the blink. I think there is still, there is kind of the plan B for Gaimin, which is Void is farming. He's got a Midas. He's in theory going to be the king of the late game, so long as they can keep it relatively close, heading over there. But definitely not what they wanted from their Brewmaster plus Enchantress out of the early game.
Yeah.
But Brew can still be annoying, even when he doesn't have a whole lot of net worth. The Primal Split is still a huge pain.
Yeah, it doesn't really need the items too much. Vlad's always going to do enough, really, for the fights. I'm sure he'll turn into a Rift Pact as well, because everybody needs a Rift Pact these days. It's just so fashionable.
Yeah, gotta have it. Gotta have it somewhere on the lineup. I wasn't sure what the build was going to be.
Bottom lane. Going on to Draccio here. They've got a lot of damage with the Sharpshooter coming through as well, and it will be enough to bring him down. The Faceless Void is dead. Beautiful little combination there from the side of Boom, having just enough in the tank to bring down Draccio. Mid lane now. A little bit of a go here. Ace running forwards, has a split should he wants it. Tofu uses the Unleash to try and bring down Skem. Skem, though, going to drop the Tombstone with the Arena. They're going to lose Tofu straight away. And Ace, his Brewlings, they're trapped inside. They're getting killed off. There's only one left alive, and Boom are trying to chase it down here. Do they have the damage to finish off this little Earth Panda? God's Rebuke comes in, and Yopaj just knocks it down. 2 dead in the middle lane. Boom getting it done all across the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's gotta sting. Losing a carry in one lane, popping a primal split and not getting really anything in another. How do they get these towers? It might be like Celery just having to start chipping them down with the big creeps. It's kind of the only way that they have to open up the map, because it's starting to look pretty impossible to win a fight into this Boom lineup. They just don't have the damage. Like, how do you kill?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Gaimin are really going to have to take a page out of NC's book, but Celery has been able to take the tower bottom, so they're going to kill him off, but he's kind of doesn't care. I've done my work. I've done my job. I've already won.
Yeah, I don't think he minds dying there at all. They desperately just need to create some space on the map for everybody else to be farming in. They cannot afford to let Draccio slow down. He's the only one that's really looking good to head into the late game for them. And that's what Boom, that's what they're looking for. They just want to keep tabs in the Faceless Void and keep killing him off.
Ooh, Tofu. He's got the vision, so he knows just to stay in the tree lines here, but knows that Jackie is being very, very obnoxious here, and probably assuming that he's got a team behind him as well. Tim's going to come in and get the D ward, so vision in this area now has an advantage for Boom Esports. So Gaimin, they'll back themselves over and just play in their own jungle instead.
Picked up a Witchblade on Boom. I think he's hoping to find some kind of a kill with Tofu. Yeah, not making this easy. And FBC, despite the greedy build, is just finding a ton of farm. So Blink Dagger already up and making some progress towards the BKB. And Jackie only 800 gold away from the Ags. So even with that, I'm thinking about going for a smoke. These Celery creeps. Just
Ace, this is not the high ground you want to walk up right now, my friend. FBZ sees him, but he gets off the split. He's able to waste the Arena.
who's wasting what?
It's also going to be set on cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I mean, I'm kind of always favoring the team which wants to be pushing the advantage. So, I think it's okay for Ace, as long as he doesn't die here.
He might be dead.
It appears that Ace has died here.
Damn, that was sick. Toss him back onto the tree so that Tim's can land the bushwhack afterwards. So it was some very nice little coordination. I said that Boom, the team play and linking things together didn't look so great in game number 1, but certainly looking very comfortable here in game number 2. And
Yopaj especially completely different to game number 1. Like, he is absolutely owning on this. Tiny, playing with confidence as well. Doesn't seem to have been put off by the last game.
Yeah, not at all. And I hope I'm not overselling the late game strength of Gaimin. The Void is strong, but we've also seen like one good carry with some decent matchups still falls in the face of Tricor that all has the same amount of farm as he does. That kind of seems to be the equation in some of these games that we've been covering in TI11. So there's a game plan there, but it's definitely not what Gaimin want to be relying on here. It does seem the direction that they're heading in, though. Lots of hiding in the Radiant jungle, finding little bits of farm, just split pushing waves, sending creeps. Not in a position to fight.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, Gaimin just hanging around bottom. Tim's was kind of looking for... Well, he's not really looking for anything here. He just wants to clear out this wave and make sure his team can keep playing in the enemy map. Does see Tofu here. Might set up on Tim, though. There comes the Bushwhack, and Yopaj moving across as well. They want to bring him down, and they'll be able to do exactly that. All right, never mind. He was looking for a setup.
Nice. Got to punish this constant pressure, and they are going to get them to kind of clear out of the Radiant jungle while simultaneously they're making a play at top. Jackie feeling super confident with his Aghanim Scepter. Oh, and Duracha shows on the wave.
Let's see. Oh, not quick enough on Duracha there. This is going to cost him his life. The damage from Jackie, way too much as they bring down the Faceless Void. Boom are owning this game.
Yeah, that was really
4K
nice. Showing Heroes bottom, making Void think, okay, I've got to go for this wave. I've got to keep farming, and they read him very easily.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a difficult one to predict for the Faceless Void, unfortunately. You know, he's got to farm somewhere. The map's just too small at the moment, and now it's going to feel even smaller.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, Boom showing no signs of stopping here. Just keep going from objective to objective. Jackie is... It's going to be so difficult to kill. I don't know, maybe with this maxed out impetus they can do something. It just feels like it's going to take everything just to kill the one. And
Toss back once again onto the Storm Spirit, into the Dismember. Absolutely beautiful. Boom, firing on all cylinders.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, damn. This is clean. This is so clean.
yeah,
Really making it hard for Gaimin to be anywhere on the map right now. And as you say, you know, the comeback isn't really there for Gaimin just yet. Like, they need more items on this Faceless Void. You know, even if Boom do overextend or get themselves into a bad position, it's going to take so much more to punish them as Ace goes down on the bottom side.
yeah,
Once
you couldn't see him. He was trapped off of the screen, but it was Ace.
Right.
Was dying.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
Yeah, and Tim's just finding so many pickoffs for Yopaj as well. It's making his game even easier.
It's super tricky for the Storm Spirit and the Brewmaster because there aren't really soft targets. So we've seen a few attempts on Tim's and they have been able to bring him down, but all of the cores from Boom are really tanky. So you can't just pop a Primal Split or use all of your mana on Storm and like go and find a kill somewhere on the map. And not having that kill threat is letting Boom get away with murder in terms of the positioning on the map. Like Jackie just doesn't have to be near his team at all because he's basically unkillable.
Yeah, it's a huge boon. It just allows you to spread across the map even further without really risking being too far away from your teammates and kind of dying like that, getting caught out. So it's really hard to do. They will get there in time. They will be able to turn it around, and that just means that Gaimin have even less options. But looks like they're gathering now. Maybe they want to go for a smoke with this Wraith Pact to complete. I mean,
Okay.
it's not the most convincing timing, but they're going to try and make something happen. That's all they're saying.
They can't let Boom get away with just farming all three lanes, so they do have to try and do something. But again, they see Yopaj, you don't really want to go for him. See Jackie, you don't really want to go for him. Is it just poor Tim's who is the target again? Spot him with the obs. Storm's still over at mid though. They don't have the jump. And instead, just gonna have to go and deal with the lanes. And now it's kind of Boom's turn. We've even picked up a gem here for Skem, trying to make the map feel even smaller for Gaimin.
Yeah, and Boom, their level of aggression is a little bit higher than the Gaimin level of aggression. Let's see, Jackie, hook of a lifetime.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Hook of a life. I mean, he's got the blink in 2 seconds. He's literally just going to wait for that. I'm not even bothering going for the hook. And why would you? It's the easier way to do things. Elsewhere, oh, Boom's dead in the middle lane. They get the arena out onto him along with the Tiny. 2 kills simultaneously across the map right now. Man, when Boom go hunting, they are poaching the big game.
Yeah, they just don't have anything to be afraid of. There's nobody that could really punish them. Celery made a really cute play there, taking the Kobold to get the move speed and keep himself alive just a tiny bit longer. But yeah, Boom just walking it into the Roche, and I guess they just have to hope that Void can hit his level 20, like 20 in Mjolnir is maybe the only point where they can start turning things around. They're working on the double BKB, but even that is not going to solve this problem of how do you kill the Boom heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, no Storm.
Jumping in the middle. Oh no, they catch him out. The avalanche is there from Yopaj, and Boom's just trying to clear out a great wave and gets caught with his pants around his ankles and just falls flat on his face. And the whole classroom is laughing at him.
It's okay, no man. It's okay. You're not in school anymore.
Yeah,
Bottom
I know.
tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, being shoved now. Boom just moving from objective to objective, doing whatever they want. They are in control, they are calm, and there it doesn't seem to be anything which Gaimin can do about it just yet. Still, as Celery getting chased down the tree, a little bit off the mark, so Celery will survive for now, skipping away with glee. Dracho just farming nearby. BKB finish from him, but he needs so much more. He needs some damage because they just don't have it. It's not a thing, right? They didn't really draft themselves any damage inside the Chronosphere, so when he does drop them down, it's not like anyone else can follow up with it. It really limits their play potential.
Let the fun begin.
Top lane, FBZ. Playing around with them, they managed to catch out Duracho again. He just cannot survive at all. The man has a BKB, by the way. He should be able to survive through this. And now they get the Brewmaster pre-primal split. Ace is going to fall as well. That's another down on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. And oh, by the way, they found the Spear of the Tofu, in case you were wondering. Yet another hero falling to the might of Boom. Into the trees they go. Jackie's on top of him, and that rot just tearing through Tofu. Tofu trying to bounce away. Spear off the mark. Tofu moving through the tree line there, using the extended movement speed. Oh, beautiful hook from Jackie to finish that one off. That was just style points. No reason for that whatsoever. My God. Boom, just going from strength to strength. Popping heads left, right, and center. High ground looking like it's going to be attempted here. Still 2 minutes 20 left on the Aegis from Jackie. Tower starts being pummeled. I mean, their push isn't exactly impressive. At least not until the Tiny gets here, but also no shard on Tiny, so he's not going to do a whole lot for now. It's slow, but at the same time, they're not going anywhere. They're not leaving.
Dire's top
Great
tower
wave just getting
is
melted by Jackie. Celery. Gonna throw some spears over towards Jackie. They get the stun out. They're gonna drag him back, but the rock coming out from Punch. What can he do? He's actually dying, but it is only the first life as Tofu's getting very low on the front lines here. They're focusing down the tombstone. Gaimin, they gotta take down the tomb. They will do that. Now they look for life number 2. Jackie, he's getting low. Can they save him? Scam throwing in the heels. The drag back. The arena coming down as well, but he's on the wrong side of it. But is it gonna matter? Tofu's already dead. The BKB's there. The Chronosphere from Duracho, but so much damage coming out from the Punch. Duracho, he's barely even about damaging him. He has to jump away with the Time Walk. And now a beautiful little catch here from Tim's. Gonna grab them both. Boom and Ace, but Boom sliding away, but a nice little hook down to the low ground. Celery, you're on the wrong side of the wall now, my friend. The Enchantress is going to drop. 2 heroes just remaining on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. They do have buybacks, but I don't think they really want to commit them here, because what can they really do? Boom are not stopping. They're going for the barracks right now. Gaimin, they don't really have an option on defending this one. And yeah, you see Duracho down at bottom here. He's literally just leaving. He's not hanging around. He's not trying to defend this one. He's got no Chronosphere. They used everything they've got. The well is dry for Gaimin at the moment. And Boom, just going to start tearing through the base.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Duracho
Yellow.
TPing out. Oh, hello, Base Skip.
I am
How are you?
back. Did I miss anything? I don't feel like I did.
Boom took barracks. Just casual stuff.
Yep.
Boom now jumping on to Scam.
Okay. That's somebody that they can kill, at least. Oh, this poor Celery just getting obliterated.
Yeah, it really is.
And these stuns from Tim's.
Go on the way of Ace. Oh, buyback from Enchantress actually, but it looks like they've already taken down Ace. He's just going to get torn apart, and Tofu, not long for this world either, healing up a little bit with that Unleash, but he will fall as well. It's just they can't fight without Chronosphere at all. They couldn't fight with Chronosphere, to be fair.
Yeah, they're just. I think they're a little bit too far behind at this point. The Brewmaster pick really getting annihilated by this Undying. Their offlane didn't get to do anything this game.
Well, let's see. Boom, jumping in, holding back the Jackie here, but they actually toss him out. FBZ getting him to safety, and now with the beautiful little dismember coming out from the Pudge. Celery going to fall as well. That's going to be it. There's too many heroes lying dead across the game in base right now. GG's are called. Celery is going to call it, and that's going to be it for game number 2. It is going to be a 1-1 in Boom versus Gaimin Gladiators.
All right, important one for them there. And I think should be a confidence boost for Boom. They played nicely. Everybody did their job. They shut down the offlane. FBZ Mars looking good. We've had some doubts, but got his job done here.
Yeah, no, Mars Hero absolutely gave them what they needed, and he was able to get the catches. I was wrong. He was able to get the spears off onto Duracho, the spears off onto Ace as well, and that's really was the difference maker in this game.
Yeah, and the Yopaj Tiny just going crazy. The 11